Premier League, it's just never going to work out for him. Every time Chelsea play without Enzo, they play better. That's just my honest opinion.
That's not true, but okay.
Name me an example then, if it's not
all
true.
3 times against City.
Yeah, but listen.
Zero wins. All 3 times, 0 wins, and the 3rd time he had less touches than Petrovic. So I'm confused. Is that the example you're using?
CB? We wanted them to have the ball. What are we doing here?
No, but it's about build up. It's about build up. That's the reason why.
Build up. It's not about build up.
He's a deep lying playmaker. Why does he have less touches than the keeper?
We've done all 3 times. We allowed them to have the ball. That's what we've done. We pressed on them and broke on them. We've done it all 3 times. Anyway, Enzo didn't play. We don't even talk about him. Let's go.
Yeah. So, recap the game. I'm gonna do this game with no agendas, just keeping it 100 solid. But I'm gonna start with the positives. I want to give credit where it's due to Mauricio Pochettino. He's been on my bad books, obviously after the Arsenal game. I'm going to give credit where it's due. We was 2-0 down. At halftime, I was thinking, okay, this could be 3 or 4. Once again, I give credit to the players, the test of characters. Why I'll give the credit to Pochettino more is because he inverted Cucurella. That's a tactical buzzword. Forgive me for using it. But he brought Cucurella and inverted him in midfield. And you can see how compact we were in the midfield with Caicedo, Gallagher, and Cucurella. We essentially shut down Villa in the second half. I also want to give him credit for subbing on Disasi. I saw on the timeline a lot of people were questioning why he subbed him on, asking for a defender.
Thiago was injured, weren't he, CB? Thiago was injured. That's why he subbed him on, or else he wouldn't have subbed him on.
Yeah, I agree. He subbed him on, and he got the goal. And at the time when he got the goal, I thought we won. I didn't see the disallowed. I'm running around the house screaming, "Yes, we done it, landed it." I've come downstairs and they're playing on, and it's 2-2. I was like, "What?" So that was a bit of a mess on my part, but yeah. So I say credit to Pochettino for those changes and in terms of the system. I want to give credit to the players, which is something I don't usually do. You know how I feel. Everything you basically said, Osama, I agree fully. I don't think the squad is good enough. The level of our squad. I look at Aston Villa's team. Douglas Costa, Konza, Pau Torres start for us. You could argue Matty Cash would start today. Emi Martinez starts for us. Douglas Luiz McGinn start for us. Bailey, Watkins, Diaby start for us. The state of our squad is mid-table quality. But I'll give credit to the players today in terms of the second half. It was a massive test of character. I wanted them to show some fight coming after the 2 bad.
TB, you know we played with 10. You know we played with 10 men today. Do you know they hardly went to Mudrik in the second half?
Yeah, the second half. They stopped giving the
ball my God, that guy. That Mudrik guy. Oh my God. How do you shoot and it ends up at the corner flag? How do you shoot and it ends up at the corner flag? That guy's finished.
Remove Don from the stream now.
I'm happy Don is
Don.
He turned off his camera.
Guy doing Mudrik drop Don. Let's see B talk. Let the real talk. Like that.
While Don is here, I'll give credit where it's due to Madueke. I think in the second half he was terrific going forward. You know, he led the charge in terms of our comeback. Then we stopped playing the ball to Mudrik. Everyone was force feeding him. Cole Palmer had an awful game. It's okay as Chelsea fans for us to say he was awful today. I feel like since he's been the #1 in terms of Golden Boot and a lot of appreciation he's been being given, I've noticed that the performances have dropped. Even the free kick, he's trying to do things that he wouldn't normally try in terms of the basics. He's trying to do too much. The free kick that he had where he tried to drag it across goal, it's like he's looking for the big moment. And I want him to just play his usual game. Forget the pressure, forget the Golden Boot, forget that all the praise that we give you. Just be back on earth. You know what I'm saying? Once again,
Badiashile was better second half. Badiashile was better second half as well.
Badiashile was better in the second half. As well as that, one thing I will say as a fan base that I've noticed is, in terms of Pochettino hate and Enzo love, a lot of the fan base were very happy that we didn't win the game. A lot of the fan base were wishing that we didn't win the game for the greater good. Well, I look at the greater good and I see we can still be in Europa League football. Man United dropped points today. Newcastle dropped points early in the week. Brighton dropped points early in the week. We can still get Europa League football. For the young players, it would actually do them some good. I saw Cho and Loftus-Cheek, rise to the occasion for Chelsea in the Europa League. I also feel like winning through the Europa League, because we have a 100% record there. Hotel Arsenal and Liverpool, we couldn't do that. But we got 100% record there in the Europa League. So when I look at that, it's a clear pathway. It's a clear pathway to Champions League football. I don't see the squad finishing in the top 4. So when it comes to Europa League, this is the easiest way we can get to the Champions League for us personally. And I would prefer with the bloated squad that we have, where we want to have more incomings, we need more football. So this notion that, oh, because Enzo's not playing or Pochettino's not playing, you hate Pochettino and want him sacked, I don't want to win games. That's not Chelsea. At the end of the day,
that's not being a fan. That's not
exactly.
Being a fan,
that's
period.
not Chelsea. That's agenda over the club. And I can never stand for that. Now, speaking on the topic of Enzo, I've noticed this is the second game this month where Caicedo actually looks like a 115 million pound midfielder. And it's no coincidence that is when Daddy Yankee is not in the middle of the park. When Enzo is not there, slurping, twerking like Ice Spice in the middle of the park, losing all his jewels, not tracking back in transition. Cole Palmer, not Cole Palmer, Gallagher, you guys call him a dog. I said Enzo would have tore his ACL. He would have popped his hernia trying to score that goal today. But you guys give him the flowers. Don't do the play favors. Give credit to everyone. I'm not the biggest fan of Madueke. I'm not the biggest fan of Poch, but I've given credit to all the players.